Hey, this is my review of IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog #1. Now, I know a lot of people may be upset about the Archie Sonic comics being canceled. I personally never read them, so I know they have a legacy, and they were really long-lasting. But, all things must come to an end here. So, but it's starting anew over at IDW. I realized when I move my camera over to the light and move it back, it almost looks like he's going supersonic if I get it at the right angle. Anyway, now, I have played a lot of Sonic games, not a lot of the modern ones. I had a collection on GameCube. As like 7 of the classic Sonic titles. Mr. Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was on there. Thing is, I did not have a memory card, so every time I wanted to play the game, I had to start from the beginning with every game. But I got used to it. See, I didn't get any of the unlockable games either. If those were unlockable games, I'm not even really sure. But, I know the Sonic fan base has a really bad reputation, particularly on the internet. My rule is, if I like something a lot, or if I just think that something is fun, but I know it's gonna have a big fan base, I do not interact with the fan base. Alright? That way I don't interact with the fan base. I don't interact with the hate base. I keep my enjoyment or unenjoyment of the particular series self-contained. With maybe a couple exceptions, but yeah. So, I know some fans may be immediately discouraged from giving this a chance, They might be, what? That water's the wrong shade of blue. It should be one pigment lighter than Sonic's blue. Stuff like that. That's a hypothetical example. But, Anyway, getting to the actual comic itself, it's actually kind of fun. It starts up and it explains how Sonic has battled Eggman many, many times. But after their last battle, Eggman has disappeared. But his robotic armies are left behind. And they're rogue. So Sonic sees a bunch of robots fighting attacking a village, and he goes and he wrecks them, basically, in classic Sonic style. And this is the modern Sonic design, but I think it's in the classic Sonic world. I think this definitely takes place on Mobius. Now I must clarify, I'm not the biggest Sonic fan, but, he can be enjoyed, but, Sonic's fun. Sonic is a fun idea, I should say. I know a lot of the modern stuff has kind of been hit and miss in the way that it's miss, 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 hit, miss, 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 hit type fashion. But, you know, I still believe that under the right guidance, Sonic can be salvaged. You know, it has the right ideas. It has a good world and atmosphere to just be a fun series. Maybe occasionally throw in a darker story arc, but for the most part, it should be fun and light-hearted at heart. That way, it's what Sonic is supposed to be, which is just fun. But I digress. Anyway, and Sonic gets to these super hammer robots, and they all gang up on him. So he hides in the sewer and comes out. Tails comes in. Together they destroy these super hammer robots and get rid of the rest of the robots in the village. And Tails is actually kind of useful here. Afterward, Tails is like, dude, this isn't normal. Usually these rogue robots are total idiots. You can see one is walking off a cliff. These others are ramming into each other. But Sonic, these robots, or as they call them, badniks, are organized. This was a coordinated attack. They had battle strategy. They set up an ambush. Right? Their super badniks were deployed. Sonic's like, you think Eggman is back? And Tails is like, no. If it was Eggman, he'd let us know it was him. There hasn't been so much as an angry vlog. No fanfare. It'd be out of character for him. So Sonic's about to go off. He promises Tails he'll be careful. It's like, hey Tails, you want to come along with me and help? And Tails looks over and he sees this. So even though to us, seeing it through the perspective of Sonic and his pals, it's just fun, lighthearted action, to the civilians in-universe, it's almost the same as, like, I almost don't want to say it in case YouTube gets on to me, but, you know, it's an attack. It's a militaristic attack on their homes, and they're just normal people. And this is way above them, and it's just nothing they can do. So Tails decides to stay behind and help the people of the village rebuild and recover. At least for the time being. Sonic is like, alright, I'll get to it. And then Spy Drone. I don't want to show too much in case copyright. But, oh, quick peek. So there's a person there's a person spying on Sonic through a drone. And the person's sitting in an Eggman chair. And looking at monitors and like, deploy the next battalion at the nearest village. He'll be drawn to that. Make sure the Resistance hears about Sonic's victory. I want to crush both hedgehogs at once. In the next issue, he'll be teaming up with Amy. So, it's like, I'll crush both hedgehogs at once. Next issue, he's teaming up with Amy, so I don't know how long this plans on going on. So far, they've revealed the covers, official covers, for at least the first 4. So it looks like it's going to be Tails and Amy, then Knuckles and Blaze. But anyway, yeah. Who do I think the person in the chair is? It's probably Eggman. But it could be Metal Sonic or someone like that. Scratch and Grounder combined into a super robot. An interesting twist would be if it's Maria Robotnik. Probably not. It is like 90%. I'm like 90% sure it is not. But it could be some other Robotnik. Or a robot left over that was more intelligent. So, they have some, like, fan-submitted stuff. Yeah. And, May 5th is Free Comic Book Day. Don't forget. Grab your Ninja Turtles. Grab your Star Wars. So yeah, with this, I give this... I don't really have a grading system, but... it was a fun comic. It takes some of the designs from modern Sonic, but has a classic Sonic style, story, and characters and all that. So, all in all, I think it's pretty good. With that, I'll be signing off.